All right, everybody, we have Chandler Wooten here with us. If you have a question, please drop it in the chat, and I'll call it out as they come in. Jordan, you can get started.
Chandler, I know this is tough, 3 losses in a row. Just for you, especially as one of the older guys, just what are you telling the rest of your teammates and just sort of the message going forward, especially with the Iron Bowl next week?
Yeah, right now, just message is just finish. That's kind of what we've been preaching all week, really all year. Just no matter what, finish. So obviously we're disappointed, especially with the way the game ended. But all we can do is come back next week and get back to work. And we got a big game next week, and so you always want to win that game. And so at this point, we got a 1-game season, and so we're gonna lay it all on the line.
Nathan King.
Hey, Chandler, their coach said that he felt like in the second half they were really just running 2 of the same plays on offense. Just kind of what was your perspective of that, and what were they doing offensively during that scoring run that was bothering y'all?
Yeah, no, they did run the same plays, and we had a couple of issues, fit wise. I feel like we kind of shored up in the second half and got some stops when we needed to, but they bled us a little bit in the beginning of the second half. But obviously our goal was to come out in the second half and hold them to at least amount of points as possible and obviously win the game. But so we fell short of that. But only giving up 21 points on the road, it's cool. But you want to win the game, so we didn't get the job done.
Tom Green.
Hey, Chandler, what was it like on the sideline when they were reviewing that punt at the end of the game, and then just how did Jalen kind of handle it after they ruled that he touched it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a 50-50 play. That's why you never want to let the game come down to the officials. It's out of our control. We can't change it, but yeah, obviously it was a disappointing call.
Justin Ferguson.
And Chandler, what was so difficult about slowing down number 11? He got loose on some big plays on the ground and through the air. What was it that he was doing, or what they were doing with him specifically?
Yeah, no, I think they did a good job of feeding him tonight. He was a very big, strong back. He ran extremely hard. So tip your hat to him. He's a very good player. We just didn't tackle well, plain and simple. And that's on us. So it wasn't really nothing special they did. We kind of knew what plays they were running. We just didn't tackle. So that's on us. So we got to get back this week and get it correct.
Brian Matthews.
Yeah, Chandler, I appreciate you speaking to us. How is the team taking this 3 losses in a row? I know just a few weeks ago you were right in the middle of this race, and now you're sort of playing for pride this week at the Iron Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, to be honest with you. Plain and simple. From where we were to where we are now. But all you can do is man up and, come back to work on Sunday. Because at the end of the day, this is life. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to, lay down and pick and choose when you want to come to work. Everybody got a job to do. And so we got to come back in tomorrow, watch the film, correct it, and get back to work for a great team coming up next week. So we're looking forward to it.
Follow up from Tom Green.
Chandler, on their first touchdown, that 4th and 3 play, just what did you see on that play?
You talking about the play to 44 out there in the flat? Or you talking about the swing pass to 11?
I think it was a swing pass to 11.
Okay, yeah. No, obviously, yeah, he got lost back there in the backfield. There was miscommunication among some players. I forgot who it was, but yeah, obviously you don't want to let him loose on 4th down like that. And he made a play. Like I said, he was doing a good job all night. And they did a good job of feeding them. And so, yeah, it was just, miscommunication on our part.
New bias Wilborn.
I love technology, man. How tough is it when you guys you have to have such good field position, particularly on the 2 touchdowns, they had it within the 35 or deeper, it seemed.
Wait, can you repeat that, please?
I said with the field position, how tough is it with the field position battle? On the touchdowns they scored, they had them on real good field position.
Yeah, no, that's why, one of the big keys for us is winning the field position battle. Obviously the percentages of scoring go way up, with good field position. That's the name of the game, especially when it's a low scoring defensive game like it was tonight. And so, we got to give ourselves the best chance to win and be successful. And when, got a shorter field, obviously they got a higher chance of scoring. So, that played a part in it.
Anything else for Chandler? Thanks, Jim.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, we got Shedrick Jackson with us, career high in catches and receiving yards tonight. If you have a question for Shed, drop it in the chat. I'll call it out. First question from Jordan Hill.
Shed, it seemed like you and TJ were on the same page there for most of that game, able to make some big plays. Just what did you feel like was working between both you guys and allowed you guys to make some explosive plays?
Just focusing, trying to be consistent. TJ is a good playmaker. I knew that since day one when he came in, just working with him, getting extra work with him at practice and stuff. I believe in him, the whole offense believe in him, team believe in him. So, yeah.
Bennett Durando.
Hey, Shed, Coach Harsin said that he's always surprised to see 17 points at the end of the game, especially with the way you guys started. What do you think sort of stood out in terms of what South Carolina was doing defensively and why you guys had so much trouble after the first quarter?
It just goes back to being consistent. I don't think they changed up anything or did anything special. It just comes down to us making plays and knowing what we got to do to just continue to make plays and keep that momentum going. And yeah.
Goodbye, Schoolboy.
You could have won copper and sorry about that. Basically, how do you guys kind of take the good stuff that happened in the first quarter forward into next week? Because obviously, I'm sure you guys weren't happy with the last three quarters.
Go back to Auburn, review the film, go to practice and make corrections like we always do. Try to build on the good things we did and correct the bad things we did. So it's just more work. Just keep practicing at it.
Nathan Key.
Hey, Shed, just the last two games, really. How do you guys, similar to that, how do you guys take what you've succeeded in early on in the games when you guys have scored touchdown drives? How do you guys make that extend to the second halves where you guys haven't scored nearly as much?
It just comes out, like I said, making plays, whether it's a wide receiver, running back, tight end, it really don't matter. We just want to make plays, want to get in the end zone, score points.
Brian Matthews.
Shit, how tough is it for you guys coming off 3 losses? And, you know, as a team leader, what's sort of your message to your guys going into this week against Alabama?
Obviously, everybody knows it's a big game. One of the best rivalries in college football. So, like I told them, we beat Bama and it'll be a whole different story. Kind of turn things around, give a different perspective. So I think this will be a big game for us to come out here and turn it around and make plays and just try to get a win.
Last question from Mark Murphy.
Yeah, what'd you think of the way Tank played tonight, and would you have liked to have seen him got the ball more in the second half?
Tank always plays hard. I believe in him. He's always gonna give his all, run hard, and he's a good player. He makes big plays.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks, Shed.